My name is Nick Oberst. I'm with the Delta Township Fire Department. We're down here today at Fire Marine Incorporated, picking up our brand new Sutphen G9 pumper. This truck's built on the Monarch heavy duty chassis. This is actually our second Sutphen pumper. We have a S6 that we currently are using. We've had for like the last 5 years. We are really excited to come back to Sutphen for another fire engine. But we have a 4-man cab. We're going with a clean cab system, so there's no SCBAs in the cab itself. We're able to get extra zip-off seat covers, allow us to take them off and clean them between structure fires or other incidents where we get dirty. We went with the larger 73-inch cab, allowed us to put the SCBAs in these rear compartments, keeping them out of the cab. Also gives a nice convenient place for the firemen to put their gear. The officer and the engineers have their own compartments for their gear on the respective sides here and on the far side. We did equip this truck with a 1,500 gallon per minute pump. It has a Hale smart foam system, 30 gallons of foam, and 1,000 gallons of water in the tank on the truck. This allows us to quickly react to anything we have. We have a large, diverse area, cover 107 square miles, go from industry to farm, country, rural. So having the extra water right on hand right away is a big help for us. One thing we're really happy with, the work here at FMI, is what we call our engineer's compartment. So we have these fold-out tool boards. On the front here is our battery-powered tools, in the event they need something for extrication. On the back, we've got some hand tools. This one's currently blank, as we decide that we need to add some stuff we can add to it. Then as this one swings out, it actually pulls the back forward, exposing all of our supplies and adapters for firefighting operations. So you get three bottle compartments instead of just a single. This one's only a single because of the fuel, but it allows us to bring 10 additional air bottles to the scene. Again, cutting down on other vehicles that have to come and join us. And here we have our extrication equipment. So it extends out and also swivels, so we can just select which tool we need quickly, pull it off without having to reach way into the truck. Nice drawer for our heavy chains. We have additional equipment that's going to end up in here once it makes it back home. A pull outside for our stabilizing struts. These particular ones are the Kodiaks. And then we got storage spaces for our airbags. That's going to be our air chisel, a crash bag, and then our step chocks and wedges. Again, up top we have the coffin boxes on both sides of the hose bed. And we opted for the hard hose bed cover, allowing us to walk up there when we need to access it instead of having to step over the dividers and walk along hose. With the coffin boxes, we get us through the tank storage for the ladders and the hard suction. Then lastly, we've got our power saws back here in the rear compartment on a nice slide out. Little spots for the premix cans that we carry for fuel. And then back on the other side of that K12, there's actually a bar oil slot. One thing I didn't mention on the other side is we went with 12-volt Whelen Pioneer scene lights. There's 2 on each side and 2 on the brow, allowing us, without having no generator on this truck, everything's LED, 12-volt powered. So driving down the road, we can flip those on without having to worry about stopping or getting below a certain RPM. And here's going to be our fan. It's our big pull out here for the fan, cones, brooms, fans. We have our low flow strainer. Extra storage will end up in here. And then this is for our oil absorbent. So it pulls out away from the truck so you're not making a big mess. Then has like an RV style valve on it. So you take the cap off, put bucket, whatever you're going to put underneath it to catch it, dump out what you need, close it up, go dump it on the ground when you're all done. Just close it back up, slide it back in. Keeps the truck from being super messy. Then on this side, it's just a bulk storage, rip pack, rope bags, stuff like that's going to end up in here. Just nice gas assisted pull downs. so that we don't take all the weight all at once. We have our fire extinguishers. Again, going to be more just assorted storage. And then the last bottom compartment here is going to be for the officer's gear of this truck. We also got a hook, so when it's sitting at the station, he can leave his gear prepped and ready to go. If we don't need our gear, we're going on a medical assist because this will be an ALS engine. He throws it on the cabinet, closes the cabinet up, we climb the truck and we go. We also mounted our New York roof hooks in the back side of the cab. So as the guys come down out of the back of the truck, they don't have to walk all the way to the back of the truck. They can grab it, grab the hose, whichever one was selected, and go. We went with the cross lay over the speed lay system that Sutphen offers. We also went with the aluminum trays instead of the poly. The aluminum is a little bit thinner. We tend to use the triple load, or we use the triple load. So that allows us a little bit, about a ½ inch extra space side to side. That can be kind of a thick, bulky load. And then lastly, we have our final compartment over here. The additional 2 SCBA brackets, and then just our pick head axe on the door. And then inside the cab, ignore the extra messy stuff that's coming back to Michigan with us. And we have a lot of storage space. Again, this is an ALS engine, so we had to make do for all the ALS equipment. Just in the body alone, there's roughly 290 square feet on this truck of cubic feet of storage. And I believe we have an additional 50 in the truck itself. So lots of space. And lastly, up front, we have a front suction. We'll eventually get this switched out to a storage. We've got to get the adapters at home. And we have a raised storage compartment here with a nice divider. This is going to allow us to keep our 5-inch in here out of the elements. In Michigan, we have a lot of snow, along with a pre-connected 1.75" for our front bumper line. And if you have an older Sutphen like we do, they haven't updated, all the new ones come with these great handles, so that way you're not ripping off the windshield wipers when you're trying to climb up there to wash the truck. It's a great addition. It makes maintaining the vehicle a lot easier. So this is our brand new G9 pumper from Sutphen. We're super excited. We can't wait to get it home and get it in service.